I'm about to drop into a trail called Microclimate. This trail is a single black technical trail up on Blackcomb Mountain. So here in Whistler, there's two mountains that have lifts on them for lift-served skiing. There's the Whistler Mountain, and then this is directly northeast-ish of it, called Blackcomb Mountain. There's actually no lift-served mountain biking on this mountain, but they've built kind of some access trails to get up here, and you can also pedal the road, which if I decide to do another lap, I will be. I'll be going much further up there to a trail called Dark Crystal, and I've ridden that trail before, and it's great. It's one of my favorites. I have not ridden this one, so there's a good chance I'll be doing a decent amount of stopping along the way to look at features or whatever comes my way. We'll see how it goes. I don't think I've watched any videos of this trail either, so I don't really know what to expect. But I hope it's fun. It's been a really nice day. Pretty cool. It got pretty warm and then kind of cooled off. Rained a little bit on Friday. Today's Saturday. A lot of these trails have notices in the trail forking saying don't ride when wet. Luckily right now it's nice and dry with maybe just a little bit of moisture in the dirt. Mostly dry though. I pedaled up this kind of blue access trail to get here that I don't remember going up in the past. I remember always just pedaling up the road till the very top part where there's kind of a techie little climb trail. I don't know if that's new, but it was still pretty steep. But one thing I liked about it was in the forest, whereas the fire road is just no shade. Not that that'd be terrible today. Like I said, it's a pretty cool day. Lots of wildflowers blooming here right now. Alright, one of the things I'm really going to try to do with this trail that I talked about on a ride I went on the other day in the park is just looking ahead. It's so easy for me naturally when I'm riding a new trail, especially one that's more techy, just to look at what's right in front of me. And you got to look ahead to plan for lines and features, and you don't want to just look ahead, you kind of want to scan. Look ahead and then look down and then look ahead, and etc. That's kind of a weird, techie, rooty section. No slabs yet on this trail. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't watch any videos. I don't know if this trail's all just rooty technical or if there will be any. I'd say that doesn't really count. Kind of got offline there going around on that rock. We should just be able to start again right here and go down onto this little rock right here. Oh, This doesn't look too hard. I think that I can either go here and then kind of cut down, which looks easier, or I can go up wide and then cut right. Shouldn't be a big deal either way. I've noticed from watching my own videos back that when I'm trying to explain those things, the camera's kind of pointed at the sky, so I'm sure you didn't see any of that. I don't know if I can start right here. Might need to back up a little bit, we'll see. We'll give it a try. I guess we're going this way. No, I don't love that line. Let's go back up there. Try this little section again. It's not super difficult, but I want to roll straight down that and then kind of turn to go down the middle of that little chute. So we'll just push up this real quick. It's short enough of a push. I'm not going to use any battery assist. Okay, so we're going to start right here, go down that little narrow bit on the left, try to go slow so I can turn right, so I kind of go down the middle of that. Oh man, that approach is just narrow enough, it's kind of throwing me off. Alright, we'll get it this time. Turns pretty hard actually. I think we're just gonna start right here. Not loving those two turns. I gave it a try though. One thing I still need to work on my skills is just good balance when I'm making steep turns on techie stuff, because it's so easy for the wheels to kind of get hung up on little bits of the trail and throw you off balance. And I was riding a trail called No Joke in the park the other day, and that kind of happened to me. I went over this little route and just got totally caught up and almost fell over. Caught myself on my foot, but not my favorite feeling. Definitely pretty dusty and loose right now. That was cool. Probably could have carried more speed into this. That's alright. Yeah, so far this shows us foresty and rooty. Very pretty in here though. I have to say that at least once in every one of my videos, obligatorily, because it just is so pretty up here. I have some buddies showing up tomorrow. I'm gonna go down and ride with them in Squamish. Wonder how much they're gonna hate my creaky bike. It annoys me, but there's nothing I can do about it while I'm on my trip. I'll have to get it looked at when I get home, or try to take it apart myself. I've taken it apart as far as taking the cranks off, taking the motor out, but like, I'm pretty sure it's, I don't know if there's a bottom bracket that lives within the electric motor, how that works. But it creaks the most when I'm pedaling, especially pedaling hard. So it's definitely something down there. Here's a little bit of a slab finally. Just a little guy. Oh, another one. And these are pretty straight, not super big. It's nice to be able to just roll into a slab without having to stop and check it out too much. It's also fun to do spicy lines sometimes. That's one thing I really like about most single blacks riding them blind by myself, is I don't have the skill set to just drop into a double black and feel confident that I can just ride into any feature without looking at it. And maybe most people are that way. In fact, I think it's smart in biking to always look before you leap. But it's nice when I can just kind of flow through a trail that I don't know, for the most part. Kind of a sharp turn around this rock here. Yeah, see, I kind of bumped my back tire into that rock, and I knew it was coming. It's one thing you kind of learn, you ride your bike enough and you kind of have a bit of an instinct for where that back wheel is, even though you can't really see it, and you kind of know what's going to happen. That's a weird turn. I don't know how people make that with this weird route right here, but a lot of times with my back wheel I just kind of know when it's going to hit something. Alright, we have kind of a loose turn here. I'll probably try to go far left and turn into it. It looks like there is another line that goes inside left. That might be better. We'll see. Yeah, that turns, well, that's doable. I would hit my back wheel on that rock. Maybe I will just take this inside line. Looks a little simpler. Once again, this is one of the parts where I'm still weak, are these little loose, tight chutes. So I struggle with these more than slabs, it seems. We'll try this inside line if I can get situated. That was better. And this one is just weird. I either need to go, I could go straight down those roots, or if I carried a little more speed I could go up on that rock and turn down maybe. I don't, yeah, that does seem like a better line, to just kind of carry a little speed, go kind of wide on that rock and turn down. I think we'll try that. If I can find somewhere to start, that's the only problem. Maybe we'll just skip this one. There's not a good spot right there for me to back up and really get a good stance on my pedals. And I would say the fact that I have to stop and walk some of the things on these trails does tell me I'm squarely in the arc of being a black diamond rider. Even though there's definitely some double black trails I can ride and do the features, I'm just more comfortable on black trails in general, I'd say. But it's always good to keep pushing and learning. Dirt suddenly changed color completely and has way more moisture in it. I wonder why. That is so interesting. As soon as we crossed that bridge, just for a second there, then now it's back to being dry again. Oh, there's another trail that splits off right there. I don't think that's anything we want to take, but we'll just double check. Yeah, let's keep going on this. Almost the end of this trail, and then I do think I'll climb back up and go down Dark Crystal after this. I'd say this trail was pretty cool. A couple corners that got into my mind, but no huge slabs or anything, but still just a cool, technical, beautiful foresty trail. Loop steps right there. Trails connected into this one. There's a couple of smaller trails at the bottom of this that I've also never ridden. One thing that's been nice about this trail in general, there was one little section that I had to pedal, but it's been nice to have it be by far and away majority downhill for sure. Looks like we are here. Now that was Microclimate.